So how are you all doing? Doing well?
Yes,
Jealous of your trips.
Jealous of my
exactly.
trips. I'll tell you all about my trips. And it's winter, so it's good that everyone goes out. And also, most of you might be on holidays next week, right? Okay, so we'll talk about the trips later on. Let's start off with the meeting without wasting any time. So I welcome all the members and guests to the 162nd meeting at the Gabbys Toastmaster Club. That is, we are getting old, but still young at heart. So before we begin, I'll highlight very few important key points which you must keep in mind during the course of the meeting. Toastmaster International allows us to present our views on all kinds of topics, but at Gabby's Toastmaster Club, we request all the speakers and role takers to be mindful and responsible and abstain from expressing any controversial views on topics of sex, religion, and politics. We urge you to be cognizant of the fact that we as a club practice diversity and inclusion in letter and in spirit. Hence, ensure there are no sexist, racist, or any such undertones which create hostility and discomfort for members and guests. Let me now call upon the presiding officer of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel. She is working as a senior data analyst and is a certified image consultant and personal branding coach. She is the current VPPR of Gabby's Toastmaster Club and the upcoming president of the Gabby's Toastmaster Club. Over to you, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chaitanya, our Sergeant at Arms. I never knew when I got promoted to VPPR role. Oh my God.
Let me correct myself. It was VP Education.
Thank you. Thank you so much for correcting this because that's a prestigious position, VPPR, and I'm yet to reach there. Good morning, Gabbys. May I request you to unmute yourself and just shout at the top of your voice like, what was that movie? Lage Raho Munna Bhai, if you know. Good morning, Gabbys.
Good morning.
Morning,
Good
Gabby.
morning, Gabby.
Good morning.
That's more like it. Okay, why am I so excited today? We have got a couple of announcements. We have launched a program, a community outreach program called Speechcraft Experience Season 2. That was done in association with Image Management Professionals Association. We started this in the month of October, 5 batches in parallel. And this December, we are almost approaching the end of Speechcraft Experience Season 2. We are ending this program by 29th of December. But before that, couple of batches are already completed. And the good news is we have got one speechcrafter turning into a Toastmaster already. Please put your hands together for Sharon, Toastmaster Sharon Menzies. She has recently joined our Gabby's family. We are looking for many more speechcrafters from this season to join the Gabby's. That's one news. I can already echo your excitement, whosoever is speaking. Thank you so much. Second news that I have with me is that we have already shared the Gabby's website with you all. Are you aware? Are you not aware? If you are aware or if you're not aware, any case, I would want you to go through our website once again. We have made a lot of changes. Just take a look. You can go through our website, find anything and everything related to the Gabby's here. You would get to know who are our stars. We keep on updating this and our stars keep on getting updated here almost on weekly or monthly basis. We are the Gabby's, one family, 3 clubs, our education awards, and then our leaders who have been leading us, the DTMs, the area directors, division directors. And yes, Gabby's is not just about meetings. It's also about fun and we slay in style. You can always feel jealous about these meetings if you're not attending us, if you're not meeting us in hybrid mode. Okay, that's about our homepage. Let me quickly take you through the meetings page. Now, this page is your go-to page. For every upcoming meeting, you can download the meeting agenda here. If you're still struggling with the Zoom background for today's meeting, just click here and this is your Zoom background. All the role takers, what is coming up next? Yes, this is our installation ceremony. I don't need to announce it here because it's already there. Our installation ceremony and previous meeting recordings, you'll find it on YouTube channel and the link is here. Similarly, there are many other pages. You can find all our members' information. These are the humans of the Gabbys, as you can see. Get to know about us. And this is the leadership team. I'll walk you through the rest of it towards the end. But what else can you find here? You can find the guest booklet. You can find our newsletters. You can find the dashboards to understand how many meetings you have attended so far, what are the roles you have taken, what is the meeting attendance, and what not. There's a lot in here. So I would urge you all to go to our website and explore as much as you can. Whether you are a guest or a member, you will find something useful for yourself. May I request Sergeant at Arms to share the website link in the chat box? Okay, it's already there. Thank you so much. That's the other announcement. Now, they say Toastmasters is a 100-year-old organization where you come for public speaking, communication skills, leadership skills, with the tagline where it says, where leaders are made. For me, this has been a place where I have also learned technical skills. I learned how to do a website. I learned how to build Tableau dashboards. I learned how to actively listen. I learned critical thinking and whatnot. That's the place where I have come. I have learned, I have unlearned and relearned many skills. Whatever is your interest, whatever you think you can bring to the table, or whatever you think you want to learn, just get in touch with our upcoming VP Education and he will find a place for you to experiment and learn those skills. That's Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. Now, as I mentioned, the Gabbys is a home to many skills for you to practice. Let's start with the communication skills to practice with today's meeting. With this, I call this meeting in order. It's time to invite our Toastmaster of the day. Our Toastmaster of the day is attempting a project today. His evaluator is Toastmaster Manusha. I already see him present in the meeting and smiling. Toastmaster Manusha is the evaluator and he will be evaluating our target speaker who is attempting a project from Innovative Planning Path. This is level 4 project to manage online meetings. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice facilitating an online meeting or leading a webinar. That's where he's practicing facilitating this Gabbys meeting. I'm sure he has put in a lot of effort in putting this whole meeting together with an interesting theme. So without any further delay to this meeting, let me call upon our Toastmaster of the day. Our Toastmaster of the day is a winner of 2 DTM awards, 4 Triple Crown awards, and he has completed 9 paths in Toastmasters pathways. He has been a President Distinguished Division Director, a Distinguished Area Director in the past. Outside Toastmasters, he has played several leadership roles in Fortune 500 companies, startups, and nonprofits included. In his last corporate role, he has been the Director of Analytics for Center of Excellence and practices with companies like Target and JCPenney. Currently, he is building his own edutech startup, Practive, which he founded in June 2020. With a huge amount of experience in his kitty, please put your hands together for Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta, who's here to talk about YULETIDE yearnings.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel. Okay. How many of you actually Googled the word Yuletide when you saw the theme? Okay. And what did you learn?
That it's a time period during the Christmas and including Christmas.
Okay. Quick rapid fire quiz. Where does the word Yuletide come from? What's the origin word? Since you've already Googled, people have already Googled quickly. Okay, comes from the word Yule. Yule is an old term for Christmas. Now, where does the word Yule come from?
Norse mythology.
Lovely. It comes from Norse. So Norse again means the what does Norse mean by the way, Chaitanya?
Norse is a kind of religion that they used to follow where they had gods like Odin and all
So it was
towards
basically
the
a pagan holiday.
Scandinavian.
So
Yes.
previously, the Christmas celebrations were different and the Yule celebrations were different. And this Norse celebration, as Chaitanya is talking about, so this was a 12-day celebration that used to happen as per the pagan holidays. Now it's said that somewhere in the 10th century, there was a king called King Hakon of Norway. So during his time, both of these celebrations got together. We had this unified, this idea of celebrating Christmas on 25th of December. So why did I select this theme? I'm interested in many things. History is not one of them. And yet I chose this theme for a very simple reason. So while you all were focusing on the word Yuletide, my focus on the theme is on the word yearnings, right? Yearnings is where this theme is all about. And a hint of that was there in the follow-up promo message which I sent today, right? The yearnings for learning. Yearnings is something which I consider to be even better than a festival. The wait for Durga Puja for Bengalis, the yearning for Durga Puja is stronger than the Durga Puja. The yearnings for Christmas for the Christians, not only Christians, for all of us for that matter, is stronger than the actual Christmas. The yearnings for the New Year celebration is stronger than the actual New Year that happens, right? I mean, something is coming, a festival is coming, that entire feeling, that preparation, think of Diwali, decorating your house, cleaning up your homes, buying new stuff, going out with family, shopping, all of these yearnings is so much stronger. And I feel that it is the yearnings which make a festival special. If you take away the yearnings from a festival, there is nothing much left than having a lot of food, wearing fancy clothes, and going out and doing things which we anyways do 365 days of the year. Right? So what makes this special is the yearnings, and that's what we are going to talk about today during the course of this meeting. So we will ask you questions, stories about your yearnings during the festival, before the festival. So as far as Yuletide yearnings is concerned, it's around the Christmas period. It starts somewhere here and goes up all the way till New Year. So all of this is a part of the Yuletide yearnings. All of this is a part of this Yuletide celebrations, as we call it. Yuletide is still celebrated in various parts of Europe. So it's not something which is uncommon, though it's an uncommon term on this part of the world. So I thought that I may as well steal the thunder of the grammarian to a certain extent and introduce a word of the day, which you already don't know, though the actual word of the day will be introduced by the grammarian, and it's not Yuletide. With this, let me now introduce the format of the meeting. So in any Toastmaster meetings, we have got three sections. The first section is a prepared speech section, where we have got prepared speakers who come and present their speeches, and we have got three exciting speeches today. One of them is an icebreaker speech. It's the first speech it's a new speech of the path of a particular path by a not so new Toastmaster, and I'm really excited about that one. The next section is the table topic section, where we satisfy your yearnings for impromptu speaking. And in this section, we have the guests also participating. So members, guests, visiting Toastmasters, please feel free to join in and speak. We already have a guest in the meeting. I see Arsh here. Harsh, you are a guest, right, Arsh?
Yes, I'm guest.
Lovely. So Arsh, quick 30 seconds about you. Where are you from? What brings you to this meeting?
Okay, actually, I'm from Patna, Bihar, studying in Varanasi, ITBHU.
Lovely. So you are Sanjana's classmate, if I'm not wrong.
I'm junior. She's in
You're
second year.
you're a
I'm
junior.
freshman. Yes.
Lovely. Thanks, Harsh, for joining us. So, Harsh, this is one section where you can participate as well as an impromptu speaker. And the third section is where we will have the general evaluation. In the general evaluation, what happens is this entire meeting gets evaluated. So right from the start till the very end, the speeches, the role takers, including myself, everyone in this meeting, if you have taken a role, if you have showed up, you will be evaluated in this particular section. Now with this, I have the pleasure of introducing the general evaluator of today's meeting. I had personally requested her to take up the GE role for this meeting, and for a very special reason. She has very recently won the division contest for evaluation speech contest, and she is now going all the way to the district contest. I'm sorry, Khusbhu, I forgot the district and the division which you won. So you can mention that when you are taking the stage. And in terms of a formal introduction, so she's a second generation entrepreneur, a member of Mumbai Toastmasters. Okay, now I know. It's District 98, right? At Mumbai Toastmasters for 2 years, president of Shiv Yog Foundation, Goregaon West chapter that promotes mental health and mindfulness. She gravitates towards photography, content writing, and table speaking. And let me tell you, she is an awesome evaluator. She totally deserves to be at the district level. Thank you. And over to you, Khusbhu, for taking over the role of the general evaluator, introducing your team and explaining your role, please.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Sourav, for that kind introduction. I appreciate this. Well, today I'm thrilled to take a moment here to introduce the TAGL team to you. What are the yearnings at a regular Toastmasters meeting? We all want the meeting to flow smoothly and be successful. For that, we have our TAG team, which will ensure and play a pivotal role in making sure that this meeting is a success. So without further ado, let me briefly share the fantastic individuals who make up the TAG team for today's meeting. I will first introduce them, and then they will get the virtual stage to introduce their responsibility and role. I will begin with the timer for the day. Toastmaster Sudharma. Sudharma is a fellow chartered accountant. She is interested in learning new things, getting to know new people, and traveling to new places. Sudharma, being a Toastmaster, you're definitely at the right place. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. As timer, today I will time all the prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. I will also alert the time using green card, yellow card, and red card. For prepared speeches, it is 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will show green card. 6 minutes, I will show yellow card. 7 minutes, I will show red card. For table topic speeches, it is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show green card. 1 minute and 30 seconds yellow card. 2 minutes, red card. For evaluation, it is 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show green card. 2 minutes and 30 seconds yellow card. 3 minutes, red card. For prepared speeches and evaluations, there will be 30 seconds grace time period at the upper end and lower end. For table topic, it is 30 seconds grace time for lower end. I will submit my report at the general evaluation session. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sudharma. Could we have a round of applause for her? Thank you. All right, moving on to the R counter for the day. One New Year resolution that I have this year is to eliminate non-essential words from my vocabulary. And I'm sure that's the resolution of every Toastmaster present here. Could we have Toastmaster Chaitanya Prasad as the R counter? Chaitanya is a software engineer working in Bangalore. His interests include music, cooking, sports, trekking, traveling, doing adventure sports like rafting, paragliding, etc. And the list goes on. He is keen towards learning new things. and be able to do something that has an impact. He will definitely have a quintessential impact in all our lives and our language, especially after today's meeting. Could we have Toastmaster Chaitanya, please?
Thank you, General Evaluator. I will be the counter for today, and my job would be to note down the filler words like and few crutch words like literally and basically, yes, right, which we add into our sentences to fill it up, and it actually reduces the effectiveness of our speech. Like the word I use right now actually is a kind of a crutch word which I used, and it reduces the efficiency of that particular sentence. Towards the end of the meeting, I will come up with a report with the overall usage of the crutch words and the filler words. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chaitanya. Moving on is the grammarian for the day. The grammarian is Toastmaster Dwani. I will introduce her. She is the VPM of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club and the area director of Area 31B, District 117. She is double triple crown winner and double path breaker. She is personality development coach by profession, an artist heart, and a mensural educator by choice. Toastmaster Dwani, over to you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. And hello, everybody. As the grammarian, I'll be taking a keen note for the good usages in the meeting and certain incorrect usages in the meeting. Apart from that, I have also chosen the word of the day, and the word of the day is resplendent. Has anybody heard this word? Resplendent? Okay, so I would want everybody to unmute themselves and speak along with me. Resplendent.
Resplendent.
Perfect. Perfect. So let's understand what does this mean. Resplendent is nothing but extremely impressive and attractive. How do we use it in a sentence? The tree stood resplendent in its array of twinkling lights. The bride looked resplendent in her stunning gown. So I believe that everybody is aware and everybody knows how to use the word of the day. Show me a raise of hand or thumbs up. Perfect. Thank you so much. I'll come back when the general evaluator calls me, and I would also encourage everybody to encourage other participants who use the word of the day with a thumbs up. Thank you, and back to you, general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dwani, for that resplendent introduction of your role. Moving on. Next up, we have listener. That is none other than Nancy Goel, DTM. She is working as senior data analyst and is a certified image consultant and personal branding coach. She is the vice president education, not VPPR, but education of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. Over to you, Toastmaster Nancy.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Khusbhu. By the raise of hands, how many of you watch anything on OTTs? Netflix, Amazon Prime? Okay. I can still see 1 or 2 or 3 people who haven't raised their hands. I believe they would have watched something or the other thing. If not on OTTs, then on probably movies or theaters or whatnot. So now, next question is, by the raise of hands, tell me, how many of you believe we learn something when we watch anything on OTTs? Yes, no, don't be like my mom. It's not only about entertainment. We've got a few people who are still saying that, no, we don't learn. Please, please don't be like my mom. We learn about culture. We learn about different opinions. We learn about some things, how some things can be said in another way. So yes, whether you believe it or not, when we are actively listening to certain things on TV, on Netflix, on Amazon Prime or Hotstar or whatnot, we do learn. Similarly, in Gabbys meetings, when we are listening to speakers, evaluators, and any of the role takers, we learn something out of it. To ensure that you are learning something today, I would be playing the role of listener. So what will I do? I'll make note of a few questions and I'll ask those questions towards the end of the meeting. These questions would be only relevant to today's meeting so that I can check whether you were listening to the meeting, to the role takers or not. I'll come back towards the end of the meeting with my set of questions. So be sure that you're listening to everything that's being said. And I'll ensure that you're learning something today. With this, I'll hand it over to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Khusbhu.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nancy, for that interactive introduction. All right, are you all excited to get into the meeting? No? Yes? Perfect. For that, I will have to give this virtual podium back to our Toastmaster of the day, and I'm extremely jubilant in doing so. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Sourav.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator. So that was our resplendent General Evaluator with a resplendent team of TAGL team and TAGL team members, and they are here to ensure that we have a resplendent meeting today with all of you resplendent participants. Okay, so I gave enough for the grammarian to make the word count. Okay, with this, let's get started with the prepared speeches. I already see the speaker ready and ready to take the stage. So do we do a quick audio video check, Samita, before you start?
Yes. Am I audible and visible?
Absolutely. Today is a resplendent day. 1, 2, 3.
Today is a resplendent day. 1, 2, 3.
Lovely. Okay, we are going to get started with this. So before I introduce the speaker, let me quickly introduce the evaluator. The evaluator for the speaker is Toastmaster Sandeep. Toastmaster Sandeep will be formally introduced by the general evaluator when he is invited to present his evaluation. I can already see Toastmaster Sandeep here. So I'll move on with the speaker's speech objectives and also the introduction. So the speaker today, Toastmaster Samita Kar, is doing her icebreaker speech. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of public speech. The member is completing her first speech in Toastmasters. The goal of the evaluation is to give the member an effective evaluation of their speech and delivery style. Because the icebreaker is the first project a member completes, the evaluator may choose to use only the notes section and not the numerical score. So this is the project objective of the first speaker. And while the project objective says that this is the first speech of a Toastmaster, that's definitely not true for this particular speaker, who's already an area contest winner and moving on to represent her club in the division contest that's coming up in May. Toastmaster Samita Kar has been a speech crafter before and is now a Toastmaster, has more than 30 years of experience in the academia as a principal and now as a trainer. Toastmaster Samita Kar, Bulbul. Bulbul, Toastmaster Samita Kar. Over to you, Samita.
When I was born, little did I know that my name would foreshadow my future endeavors. Born in the heart of Kolkata, in Garden Gate Railway Hospital, I was given the name that defined my incessant love for communication. I was named after the bird Bulbul. They called me Bulbul. And my childhood, as my mother recounts, was marked by ceaseless chatter. In the cozy ground floor of my 7th floor building, where the mighty river Ganga flowed in front and a bustling ghat nearby, my days were filled with my own music, symphony to my own voice. I chatted with everyone around me, be it my neighbors, postmen, peers, or even the workers. No one was spared from the music of the 4-year-old chatterbox. Then my mother was very of my talking and the mighty river. So she appointed a lady who would accompany me when I went out to play every day. I, being the adventurous one, convinced her to let me go on the boat to cross the river. After that, for a few days, I was sick and I could not go on my daily visits. Imagine the shock on my mother's face when a policeman and a boatman came knocking on her door. It seems that I had made it a habit of going across in the ferry with my newfound friends and having a packet of roasted peanuts, chatting with them every single day. They came to inquire about me. My mother nearly had a heart attack. From childhood, my report cards had one thing consistently written, labeling me as a talkative child. But being a confident speaker, I never got any chance in any school or college program. Once I wanted to become a captain. I applied for it and then was rejected, stating that you will get many chances later in your life, which today has proved to be true. But that day, I really felt disheartened. My ease of communication was met with skepticism. But I have got a lot of advantage for it. One such incident, let me narrate. It was an accident at a traffic spot. Everyone crowded up, but I, being calm and confident, asserted my innocence. With clarity, I explained it to the officers that I was not at fault. This really stood me in good stead. Another incident where a certain Mr. X was trying, not in a good way, to talk to me. My confidence and the questions that I asked made him look at me and say, "Girl, you will go places." I saw a newfound respect for me in his eyes. Many a time, I had that ease of communication being misunderstood by others. Sometimes they trivialized my skill. They said, "You speak too much. What is so great about speaking?" I wondered, does the bulbul ever get asked such a question? Then why me? I found my purpose of communication when I became a teacher. I sang like the bulbul every single day, teaching effortlessly to my students. But what was more, I saw the transformation happening, not only the knowledge part, but the transformation of students from being a shy student to winner of a debate competition, from not being able to speak to becoming a fluent speaker, for being frightened for exam, going into the examination hall confidently. This made my day. Many a times in life, we are not aware of our ability. It took me a long time to realize that this is a skill that I need to hone, polish. Just like that of the raw diamond, it needs to be cut, polished, and set on an ornament to become priceless gem. I started my Toastmasters journey to hone my speaking ability, my speaking skills. Dear fellow members, own your name, because sometimes our name is a self-fulfilling prophecy. We need to own it. And why should birds have all the fun? If I can ruffle a few feathers with my speech, thank you and over.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Samita Kar, for a wonderful speech. It's a Gabbys tradition to give a standing ovation to an icebreaker speaker. So may I request everyone to get over your laziness and give a standing ovation for Toastmaster Samita Kar. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Samita, for a resplendent speech. And we are now going to move on to the next speaker. And the next speaker is being evaluated by a second evaluator, and the second evaluator for today is Toastmaster Lakshmi, Toastmaster Chetana B. Toastmaster Chetana, please confirm your presence in the meeting.
I'm there.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chetana. So our second speaker's project objective, I am going to read out now. A second speaker is doing her project level 1, project 2 from Dynamic Leadership Pathways, Speech with a Purpose. The timing for this is 5 to 7 minutes. And here the purpose of this project is to learn or review basic methods of writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. The member completing this project is working to write a speech with purpose. The speech they create must be well written and clearly focused. Their goal is to meet their express purpose statement with a well-executed speech. About this speech, the member will present a well-organized, well-delivered speech. The speech may be humorous, informational, or any style the member chooses. The speech content and style should work well together. So that's the project objective of the second speaker. Now let me quickly introduce the second speaker, but before that, can we have a quick audio video check, Toastmaster Reema? Today is a resplendent day. 1, 2, 3.
Today is a resplendent day. 1, 2, 3.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Our second speaker for today is Toastmaster Reema Mukherjee. Toastmaster Reema is an IT professional based out of Bangalore. Bengali at heart, dreams of traveling the world and a greener earth. Toastmaster Reema Mukherjee, Birdman. Birdman, Toastmaster Reema Mukherjee. Over to you, Toastmaster Reema.
Thank you. Good morning, Toastmasters. So today the title of my speech is The Birdman. What does come to your mind when you hear Birdman? A superhero from the DC or Marvel Studios who is saving the day every now and saving the world every now and then and living in an imaginary city? Does that come to your mind? But no, I'm not going to talk about any superhero here. I'm going to talk about a very real hero from not in an imaginary city, but our own India, the Birdman of India. So can anybody give me the name of the Birdman of India? Who is known as the Birdman of India? Anyone?
Salim Ali?
Salim Ali.
Absolutely. Yes. So many people are aware of this, and so it's so heartening to know that so many people are aware of this because it is not always taught in the schools and all. Okay. So the Birdman of India, Dr. Salim Moizuddin Abdul Ali, or Dr. Salim Ali, as we know. He is the most, I would say, he is a pioneering and the most celebrated ornithologist of India. So a story about him. Let me tell you a story about him. Not exactly a story, but his whole journey as an ornithologist. So he was born in pre-independence era, 1896, and he lost both his parents at the age of 3 only. He was brought up by his maternal uncle, who came from a hunting background. And like they used to hunt for sport. Okay, there were sporting events where hunt was basically hunt was a sport. Now, as a child, he was given this toy air gun. Now, toy air gun, and he used to take it around. He used to kill birds. So that's the one you use it for, right? Sparrows, small birds, shooting at anything and everything you see around. And as a child, he used to do that. He killed quite a few sparrows also, which he later regretted. But one day, when he was 10 years old, what happened? He killed a bird and thinking of it as a sparrow. But what he found that when he picked up that bird, that it had got a yellow throat, which is different from the earlier sparrows that he had killed. He became very curious and asked many questions to his uncle, but his uncle couldn't respond. He didn't have enough information about it, but he was relentless. He kept on asking the question. He wanted his answers. So his uncle took him to Bombay Natural History Society, where he was a member. His uncle was a member. And he was introduced to this wonderful world of ornithology, wonderful world of birds. And ever since, he has persuaded this passion, he has persuaded this love, right? And he was driven by this love and passion. And this incident actually changed him from being a kid who was killing birds for sport to being a very keen bird observer. And that is where he started keeping diaries at the age of 10 to whatever he was observing, whatever he was seeing. He found his path. He knew that what he was going to do with his life next, what he was going to study next, what else, how he had a picture in mind. But destiny would have it differently. And because of ailments, family problems, or not exactly problems, but family issues, he couldn't complete his formal studies well, and he had to take a different courses. But he didn't give up his love for ornithology or love for bird observing as such. He still applied for the job of ornithologist, but was rejected. So what he did, he took the job of guided professor over there, which was not up to his his passion. It was not fulfilling his passion, but still he thought that, okay, then study more. He went on to Germany to study more and continued with his passion. He came back, the job was no longer there, but still he persuaded his connections, he persuaded his passion to know, to get a project, private projects for surveying the birds. And this was the start, this was his only start, that he started getting many different projects, his works getting published, collaborating with fellow other ornithologists, experts, international experts as such. And he went on to, and with this humble start, he went on to build a tribe of naturalists, conservationists, and building his own, legacy. Okay. So what can we learn from this journey? So develop this means have very keen curiosity about anything that you do. That can change your world, right? And be relentless about when you are onto something, come whatever may, you keep on doing the things, you keep on pursuing your passion, and you keep on whatever be, whether it is lack of money, whether it is lack of education, you will eventually figure it out, but keep on doing this. Okay, so with this note, and also with that, let's celebrate these heroes in our everyday life. Let's learn more about them as we go. So I will suggest all of you to read The Fall of Sparrow which is his autobiography. And it's a classic, we can say, about a life of a conservationist. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Reema. Wonderful speech. And I'm saying this is a wonderful speech because you're talking about a resplendent yet unsung hero of India. You know, we are always busy celebrating all the cricketers and the Bollywood stars. I think the real glory of the country lies elsewhere as well. I would not say that they are not the heroes, but definitely they're not the only heroes. So thank you so much for introducing us, or rather for me at least personally, reintroducing Dr. Salim Ali. I've actually watched a couple of his interviews, and I was fascinated with the fact that something like birds is something that people can devote their entire life to. In fact, I remember once a small sparrow accidentally got killed when I was stepping down my stairs in my house. And for 1 week, I almost went into a depression that I am a murderer and I've killed a bird. And this is the kind of effect that these kind of people have on others' lives. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Reema. With this, we're going to move on to our third speaker for today. And before I introduce the third speaker, let me just confirm the evaluator is present. Toastmaster Lakshmi Sujatha, can you please confirm your presence in the meeting? Lakshmi?
I'm here, Sourav. I'm here, DTM Sourav. I'm here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster.
Thank you.
Confirming your presence. So Toastmaster Lakshmi Sujatha will be evaluating our third speaker, who is Toastmaster Shivani Pawar. So Toastmaster Shivani is doing the same project which was attempted by the second speaker, which is a speech with a purpose. So I will avoid reading the statement yet again. Just a quick bit, some info about the particular the path, etc. So she is doing a presentation mastery path level 1 project 2, the speech with a purpose, 5 to 7 minutes. And here goes an introduction. Toastmaster Shivani is Toastmaster Shivani Pawar is an observability cloud engineer at Morgan Stanley. In her free time, she likes coding or reading books. Now, I find that word difficult to even pronounce. I don't know how she's doing that role, but more power to her. Toastmaster Shivani, can we have a quick audio video check?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Today is a resplendent day. 1, 2, 3.
Today is a resplendent day. 1, 2, 3.
Lovely. Okay. Thank you so much. Toastmaster Shivani Pawar, embracing the growth mindset. Embracing the growth mindset. Toastmaster Shivani Pawar. Over to you, Shivani.
Oh, yeah. Sachin Tendulkar has a very good hand, and that is why he's so good at hitting sixes. Meryl Streep has this natural flair at acting, and that is why she has won so many Oscars. And Zuckerberg has this very high IQ, and that is why he has set up this huge company. I believe all of us must have heard such statements or have had such thoughts where we believed that the other person is great at something because of some innate talent that they were born with, something that they already had. And this, my friends, is actually has a term. It is called fixed mindset. And this concept has been explained in a resplendent way in the book Mindset by Dr. Carol S. Dweck. She says that we lead our lives in 2 ways, either with the fixed mindset or with the growth mindset. To begin with the fixed mindset is where we believe that we either have it or we don't. Either I can be good at public speaking or I cannot. Either I can be good at dancing or I will never be good at dancing. Fixed mindset is where you believe that you should not attempt any challenges because you will fail. You will embarrass yourself, and you should stick to what you know. You should perfect the art in what you know. It is about being a perfectionist, and it is not trying to venture out of your comfort zone. And you try to avoid challenges in a fixed mindset. Even I have had instances in my life where fixed mindset has taken over my mind. In my college years, I could not participate in events out of my comfort zone. In public speaking, I thought I didn't have the charisma. In debates, I didn't have the quick thinking. And although I was a computer science student, I didn't participate in competitive coding exam competitions because I thought that those are reserved only for the brightest and the smartest students. And I had judged myself to be an average student. So that is fixed mindset. It is believing that everything is predetermined and that I can never get to that level. On the other hand, the growth mindset is the opposite. Growth mindset is believing that we do not need to have something to be good or to be great because we can work on it. We have to focus on the process and not the outcome. We should look at examinations, at tests as practice, and the word failure shouldn't exist in your dictionary. This, and ever since I have read that book, I have tried to incorporate the growth mindset in my life. I have done things that I would never imagined myself doing in my younger years. I have ventured into public speaking, and here I am today speaking in a Toastmasters meeting. I have not being an exercising person, I have tried to get into exercising by getting into running. And that is my friend. Why mindset and having a having a perspective of things that is good is important. Again, it is not that only some of us can have a fixed mindset and only some of us can have a growth mindset. It is not as if only the elite few can have the growth mindset and the rest of us are cursed with a fixed mindset. The truth is actually that all of us have both the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. And they are constantly fighting in our mind to take over, to take over the perspective of things. And we only can, through practice, learn how to control the fixed mindset and to let the growth mindset foster. So it is very, and that is why we should have a very good perspective of looking into things, and it is important to know how to talk to yourself. And so my fellow Toastmasters, the next time you come across a challenge, you feel you're stuck, instead of thinking, oh, I'll never be as good at it, oh, am I smart enough to solve this? Instead of judging yourself, try to raise the question, what can I learn from this? And I have not solved the problem yet. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shivani. Yesterday night, I was doing a few quick edits on the website. And then I went to that resources page and I found all the old newsletters of the Gabbys, from the first version of Ubuntu, which was released 6 months after the club got chartered almost 3 years back. And then all the way down to the latest version of our newsletter. And this is exactly what was crossing my mind, Toastmaster Shivani. This entire thing that you talked about is, I think Gabbys is a very good example that I consider to be a very good example of a growth mindset, because when we started this, we would see the website of clubs like Bangalore Toastmasters Club, Mumbai Toastmasters Club, and we would be oh my God, these clubs have achieved so much. We would never reach there. We used to joke that will we even survive 6 months? Will there be renewals after March? And here we are. After that, so many Marches and so many Septembers have come and gone. And so many Junes have happened and Julys have happened, and the Gabbys has grown from strength to strength. And I give a lot of credit to the members for displaying the growth mindset and the officers. So thank you so much for reminding us about the growth mindset, a good wake-up call that it is important for us to continue to exhibit that and retain that. Now, before we go on the break as planned on the agenda, a quick 1 minute I'll take for you guys to share any of your yearnings that you have in the festive season. Anyone missing home? Anyone wants to go back home for Christmas? Anyone missing a holiday? That's coming up. Okay, I'm not talking about missing in the sense that you're not able to do it, but you're about to do it. So you're just waiting for that to happen, waiting for that trip. Like I know our sergeant at arms, Chaitanya, he had a trip planned, holiday trip planned, and almost 2 weeks before he was having this strong yearning of going on the trip. And we could sense that. So similar to that, anyone has such similar yearnings for holidays and trips planned up? Yes, Samita.
Yeah, I have a trip planned to the Sundarbans. So it is a boat ride and it's a 3 days. So I am every day reading up on what can be done there and what I can see there. So I'm yearning for it.
Exactly, exactly. So that's what we do, right? When the yearnings happen, we watch the YouTube videos, we look for Insta reels, we look for books, we look for periodicals, and we just kind of try to satisfy that urge. Okay, I need to do something to feel like I'm already there, right? And so people who don't know about Sundarbans, Sundarbans is a mangrove forest, and it's considered to be the home of the very elegant and the resplendent Royal Bengal tiger, right? So that's something. And good luck to you, Samita, for spotting one, because that's easier said than done. But the like is definitely worth it, with that anticipation of a crocodile crawling over in the night. So with this, we will take a quick break now of 5 minutes, and we will be back at 11:02, exactly at 11:02. Until that time, I'm going to play some music for everyone to have something to listen to and groove to while we take the break.
Okay, we see your
So-
WhatsApp now. Sorry, we can see your WhatsApp.
So it's time's up. We are back. I hope you are also back to continue with our resplendent meeting.
DTM Sourav, this is Lakshmi here. I've just sent you a message, a small request. If you may just.
Okay. Yeah. So I see there is a request. So Lakshmi is boarding the flight and she's about to get into the security check. Madam General Evaluator, with your permission, can we allow the Evaluator 3 to do the evaluation of the Speaker 3, please? Before we start with the table topic, she has a flight to take.
Yes, please. Sure.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to now put the speaker. There's a slight change in the agenda. Please note, table topic master and the rest of the evaluators. We are going with the evaluation now. Though the evaluators evaluation on the evaluation will come during the general evaluation round. Give me 1 second. Let me spotlight all the relevant people. So here we go. Before I hand over the stage to Lakshmi for giving the evaluation, let me quickly introduce her. So Toastmaster Lakshmi Sujatha is a behavioral leadership trainer, found her ikigai to her job with the Akshay Patra Foundation. She facilitates training programs across India that upskills and motivates the frontline workers of her organization. And to upskill herself, her only go-to place is Toastmasters. Let me also tell you that Lakshmi is one of the earliest members of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club and responsible for developing the growth mindset that we have in this resplendent club. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Lakshmi Sujatha, to present the evaluation for Toastmaster Shivani Pawar.
My heartfelt gratitude to the GE and the TMOD for allowing me to do this right now. And a very good morning to my target speaker, Toastmaster Shivani. Toastmaster Shivani, before we get started, I just have 3 quick, simple questions for you. Are you a first-time Toastmaster? Like a new Toastmaster?
Yes.
Yes. So I suppose this is your second speech.
Yeah.
Yeah. And while writing the speech, did you have any purpose in your mind? I just want to understand your mindset while you were writing the speech. Was it to inform? Was it to persuade? Was it to inspire?
To inspire.
To inspire. Lovely. Thank you so much. And the last question is, how many times were you able to practice the speech?
Very few times. Once
Very
or
few
two.
times. Oh, no issues. Thank you so much for that. So let me get on to the speech evaluation in detail. I must say, you caught our attention with that "oh yeah" in the beginning and Sachin Tendulkar to follow. because we knew there was something big coming up now and we better pay attention because a lot of us here are Sachin Tendulkar fans. So appreciate you on that. Next, I would like to appreciate you on the structure of your speech. I'm someone who likes structure in speeches because somewhere I lose my concentration otherwise. But in today, your speech, I found a very good structure. You first set the context while saying about how we think that we are not smart or we are not, we can't do certain things. From there, you also went on to a problem statement. That is your problem statement, how you felt that there are certain things that you cannot do, followed by how, because of reading this book about the growth mindset, how you started, as a Toastmaster, and also you started to exercise. So it was a beautifully crafted structure that you had. Now, coming to when it comes to growth mindset, we are also ready to take up feedback, constructive feedback. Yes. So here are a few constructive feedbacks for you. Somewhere your speech purpose was not very clear to me. So that's the reason why I asked you, what was your purpose? For me, it was more of an informative purpose. However, what you had in mind was to inspire us. Now, why did it become an informative, purpose to me? Because your conclusion was not powerful. I wish you had a much more powerful conclusion, which probably had a callback, takeaway, or something which would make us think or inspire us. Another way that you could probably inspire us was actually telling us how you motivated yourself to go into Toastmasters and exercise. Yes, you said after reading the book you did that, but I wish you had answered the question how in a little more detail, right? And the next thing you already told me, you have practiced just twice. Please do practice more times, because when you practice more, the flow of the speech is flawless. And that also creates an impact on the listener. Here we did see a couple of breaks as you were speaking. So more the number of practices, you would be refining it each time. Overall, I would say it is a good attempt. You might want to think of reattempting this with a stronger purpose. I leave that choice to you. But overall, I like the structure of the speech. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lakshmi, and bon voyage. I'm going to continue with the session. The evaluation on your evaluation will be provided by the general evaluator. Okay.
I'll surely listen to the recording.
Sure.
If I'm not in the meeting. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's move ahead with the session. So before I hand the stage over to the Toast Table Topic Master, anyone wants to share their yearnings? Again, the same question. Any trip coming up? Anything that's like keeping you very restless, impatient? Just can't wait the day to arrive. Yes, Devyani.
So actually this year, more than yearnings, this holiday season has made me nostalgic. So Christmas time has always been a time when my family and we always go out for trips, because that's the only time all of us are actually free. My parents get vacations from their companies, and I have my holidays. But this year, sadly, we couldn't plan anything, and my parents were held up with something else. So this time I'm actually like sitting down during this holiday season and being nostalgic about all the trips we've gone through in the past few years. And they're all such happy memories. So yeah, it's quite a nostalgic holiday season this time, rather than yearning.
I think the yearning gets stronger, when you don't have anything in sight and nostalgia hits you. That's even bad. Like, that's so bad. Like, I don't have anything in front of me. I can already see Karthik thinking that, okay, when is my next trip? I just came back from Dubai. What next? Okay. So, Shivani, you want to share an yearning? Please go ahead.
Yeah, so I don't have any plans, but I have been yearning for a break, like a much awaited break from work, and yeah, that's it. I mean, I just want to relax and not do anything.
go ahead and take it. I'm telling you, that's so worth it. We have always done, I always believe in this. I used to do my solo trips and they were so refreshing. It used to bring me back energized, all charged up. Saju, would love to hear your experience.
My workplace. Clear? Am I clear?
Yes, somewhat. We will know when you start speaking.
Okay. Yearning is a wedding coming up in our family. My maternal and this is the excited. So bags up to Kerala on the 26th evening. So the shade which is selected for the wedding is purple. So in shades of purple, my sari, and I want to look good. So
Thank you so much, Saju. Yes, a destination wedding in Kerala can create strong yearnings. I think Kerala itself creates so much of yearnings, right? So, wedding on top of that is like the icing on the cake. Okay, no more yearnings now because we have got a strong yearning for speaking. People who have not got an opportunity, this is your time, and we are going to now invite the evaluator of the table topic master, because the table topic master is also presenting, doing a project, attempting a project. So Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal is going to be the evaluator of the table topic master Upsana Gosh. Toastmaster Karthik, are you there? Please confirm your presence.
Yes, I'm there.
Thank you so much for being there for us. And with this, let me read out the project objectives of the table topic master. The purpose of this project is for the member to demonstrate his or her ability to listen to what others say. The member completing this project is practicing active listening. At the club meeting today, she is leading the table topics. The evaluator will be listening for a well-run table topic session. As a topics master, the member should make short, affirming statements after each speaker completes an impromptu speech, indicating he or she heard and understood each speaker. For example, the member may say, "Thank you, Toastmaster Karthik, for your comments on visiting the beach. It sounds like you really appreciate how much your dog loves to play in the water." The goal is for the member to clearly show that he or she listened and can use some of the active listening skills discussed in the project. The member completing this project is the only person who needs to show active listening. The member should not try to teach or have others demonstrate active listening skills. That's not in the project scope. The member should follow all established protocols of a table topic section. Now, let me introduce the table topic master for today, Toastmaster Upsana Gosh. Toastmaster Upsana is a chirpy, happy-go-lucky bookworm who loves to eat, cook, travel, listen to music, and read about Indian mythology. She has been fortunate enough to visit 13 different countries and loves exploring new cultures. Currently, she's working as a senior technical writer for an MNC. Toastmaster Upsana Gosh, can we have a quick audio video check before we take the stage? Today is a resplendent day, 1, 2, 3.
Today is a resplendent day, 1, 2, 3.
Lovely. The stage is all yours, Toastmaster Upsana. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much, DTM Sourav. And here we come to the most exciting part of Toastmaster, that is TTM, table topic session. Here we practice our impromptu speeches, and timer note that the speech for all the speakers and the guests, the speech time would be 1 to 2 minutes, where at first minute, 1 minute, the timer will raise green card, 1.5 yellow, and 2 minutes, the timer will raise red card. So, are you all excited for the TTM session? I will pick, or you can raise your hand. I will choose. Let's see who has raised their hands. Or else I can choose people. I see Toastmaster Devyani. Would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So your topic is describe a unique custom in your family during winter holidays?
So as I said before, my family and I, we've always planned Christmas trips. I think ever since I can remember, as far as my memory goes, Christmas is a time for us to vacation. Now, last year, sadly this year we are not able to go. But last year it was my turn to choose the destination, and I chose Bhutan. It is a neighboring country of India, and it is a small, cozy little country, all surrounded by the Himalayan mountains, and it was a magical destination. The people there, the culture there, even though it's so close to India, you do see similarities, but stepping into that, just crossing the Indian and Bhutan border and entering into Bhutan, it's a totally different world over there. I saw the cleanest of cleanest roads, the cleanest of cleanest waters, and they're so welcoming. One of the things my family and I joke about over there is that the Indian and Bhutan border, when you enter India, you know it's India, because you'd see cows on the road, you'd see just hustling and bustling over there. And then just as you take like 2 steps inside Bhutan, it'll be the most quiet, most serene places. So that was last year, and the year before that we had gone to Mumbai. We had gone for a cousin's wedding, and the year before that we went to Kenya. Like such random places we'd go to. And again, Kenya was amazing. We saw the Masai Maras, the just the insane amount of animals. Like you can't even imagine the number of zebras over there. So that was fun. And the year before that is Singapore. So it's been such a long-standing tradition for us, and I am so grateful for that. Every year we learn something new about each other. It brings us closer. And the Christmas and the winter time that way has always been, it has always brought in comfort and family. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Devyani, Toastmaster Devyani. And the same tradition goes with in my family also. Every winter, every summer, we are traveling. And this time we are traveling in Bengal only, but interior of Bengal. So that's been said. Can we have the next participant? I see Toastmaster Ritvik. Yes, Toastmaster Ritvik, you have raised your hand.
Yeah, Upasana, I can go.
Yes. So your topic is share your most cherished memory of any festival.
Okay, shared. So I think there are lots to choose from, but I will go with the tropical one, which is this time around the Christmas and the New Year. So one thing I really miss is being in my hometown, which is Patna. And till my 10th standard, there used to be a custom where my father used to work for a public sector, and there used to be the concept of clubs. And for us, the party definition used to mean that at New Year, we have different musical and nights, and at the end, a party till 12 o'clock. And it was a big thing being born and brought up in 90s, right? And in a small town. So we used to eagerly wait on all of our friends planning for what we are going to do, what kind of activities we are going to plan. But sadly, like as father got retired and we after 10th, we moved out of our hometown, that remained a memory. Definitely that got substituted by a lot more in terms of enthusiasm, in terms of parties and whatnot in Bangalore. But the environment that it had and the kind of memories we have of the first celebration and the grand celebration, right? That definition hasn't changed, and it will always have a very deep place in our hearts. So that's the memory I have, and we don't get chance now to visit it. But yeah, I'd just like to share that nugget. Back to
Thank you.
Team Upasana.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ritvik. And I agree that enjoying in hometown and after that, it's very different, because I have faced that. And there are so many memories your hometown has. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ritvik. With that, let me see who is the next participant. Okay, I see guest Ash Sharma. Are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Would you okay, so your topic is share your go-to winter snacks.
Winter snacks. Okay, basically, I'm living in Patna, so the proper, like the traditional way of eating is like tilkut. Uh, Maybe I don't know you know or not. It's a tilkut, a dish that we basically eat during the Makar Sankranti, but overall it's present only during the winter with chura. Like, uh, how to explain that chura thing? It's beaten rice that we used to eat during winter, and basically, and many certain things like before the year, matlab, before last year, I only used to study at the room for preparing for my exams. So all what I do only during the winter is to sit, study, and eat. But now this custom has changed as I have gone into college and vacation. The proper meaning of vacation, I have started to know what it is. Then I'm trying to explore more and more what is there to eat outside Patna. Like during the vacation, I went to Mumbai. There, the season is totally different. The food customs is also different. We not get the same thing that we used to eat there. So basically, like that only.
Thank you so much, Ash. And I remember, like, I'm a Bengali, but I used to stay in Maharashtra, and we had this, a small poem saying, "Til gud gaya, god god bola." That means we used to have til gud, and we have to speak very sweet things about each other. So that tradition I still say, and we still follow it. Thank you so much. Next, we have Bhavya Jain. Are you Toastmaster or guest?
I am a Toastmaster.
Okay. So, Toastmaster Bhavya, your question is share your favorite festive songs that instantly put you in a holiday mood.
Yeah, so I remember once we were going to a college trip. So we were in a bus and we had our seniors and our batch together. So there was a song which our seniors loved and they kept on playing. So initially we just hated that song and we used to think that what kind of song it is, why are they listening it again and again? We found it really irritating. So it was a song by Ritu is called Ud Gaye. So it was a new song that time. So we were like, why are they listening to this song? But by the time we reached the destination, our batch also found love in that song. And whenever I listen to that song again, I feel goosebumps and remember that trip. So that is now my college song also. So whenever I miss my college friends or want to remember that trip, I just play that song and we just start dancing and singing that song. So it has that click, and whenever we just listen to that song, we get back to that same trip. So that's one of my travel song, and I really love it. So I feel that music has the power to transform us back to some place and make us remember beautiful things. So we should always embrace the power like music has and should always listen to it whenever we are in stress or want to just relax. There are different kind of music for every mood, so we should always listen to it and keep ourselves joyful. So over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhavya. And yes, I do agree that there are some songs which instantly put you in that holiday mood, and you get that earning that, yes, now our holiday is gonna start. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhavya. Next, we have Toastmaster Shivani. Toastmaster Shivani? Yes. Your topic is what is that one festival or holiday you would never want to miss?
Yeah. For me, that one festival or one holiday that I would never want to miss is Diwali, of course, because even before Diwali, that anticipation, that lightings that we put on our homes, and I, as a Maharashtrian, actually, start preparing snacks like karanji, chakli, and that is the only time I helped my mom in kitchen. Yeah, that time I would never miss because uh, I get chance to stay close with my mom, with my dad, help him with the lightings, and yeah, again, even offices are very lenient at this time. They aren't like, oh, you have to come to office, but they understand that it is Diwali, and yeah, again, on Diwali itself, we have a lot of uh, uh, beautiful, yeah, horizons. We can see the crackers bursting in light. We can see lightings lit on buildings, and that is a very beautiful sight. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shivani. And yes, only few times are there where we visit kitchen. That is Diwali. And for me, there is another Makar Sankranti. That's it. And my mother is very grateful for that. So thank you for sharing the instances. Next, we have Toastmaster Samita.
Yes.
Toastmaster Samita, yes. So what is that one festival which you enjoyed during your childhood?
The one festival which is still my favorite was during Durga Puja. It was not because I was very fond of worshipping or being a part of that celebration. It all started because in our area, we had a gang of 10 children. We were all students of different ages. One auntie used to take all of us and then give us the charge of making sure the pandal is kept clean. So we were called the volunteers. Now, being in second standard or third standard, given a bit of a ribbon on a golden color safety pin to be put on the lapel and claim ourselves to become volunteers because we are keeping the whole area clean and we are distributing prasads. If I look back, that was my first lesson in leadership without me knowing about it. We felt so excited. Basically, we had no work at all. If clearly I remember, there was a person who used to clean the whole thing. We had to just make sure that he comes and he does his work. There were people who used to do all the work, but auntie used to make us feel as if we are the owner and we are the ones who are making things happen. That gave us the confidence to become leaders later in life. That helped us to integrate and not feel that we are only small children, we are not part of it, or we don't contribute much. We thought we contributed the maximum, wherein actually we did hardly anything. But for that, third standard, fourth standard, fifth standard kids, that was a huge thing, and we cherish it till now. Though I got a lot of leadership role later, but that leader is something which I look back very fondly. Over to you, Toastmaster. Sorry.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Samita. And yes, giving a leadership giving a leadership role is very important. I remember I was given the role to serve water, and I bragged about it for a week. So that being said, we have Toastmaster Reema, and this would be the last in this session. Toastmaster Reema, are you there? Yes.
Yes.
Given an opportunity, where would you like to go during winters?
During winters? Okay, my list is always sorted, right? My travel list is never, it's a never ending list. I don't know whether I will be able to cover everything or not. But if it is winters we are talking about, definitely it is Rajasthan I would like to visit. Okay. So the palaces, sands, and definitely I don't know if everybody has seen that movie, It's Shonar Kella. Okay, it's a movie from Satyajit Ray's movie, Satyajit Ray's Feluda series, and like I mean, whenever I think of Rajasthan, I can't actually think or recall that movie, the scenes, like the camel running along with the trains. I really would like to experience something like that. And the chills of the night and the summer and the heat in the days, I am actually looking forward to. I will means I will definitely plan for it. It was not possible this time, but definitely sometime very soon next year or the other, I will do that. But it's definitely going to be Rajasthan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Reema. And even Rajasthan is very beautiful place. And rightly mentioned Satyajit Ray's Shonar Kella, because the moment I hear Rajasthan, the tune comes in. So it has that impact. Thank you so much. And with this, the TTM session comes to an end. I hope you all had a great time. And let me pass on my stage to our TMOD, DTM Sourav. Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master. Can we have a big round of applause for our Table Topic Master and all the Table Topic speakers? I would now request the Zoom moderator to launch the polls for the best table topic speakers. But before that, let me tell you one thing. At the Gabbys, we believe that you can have more than one favorite speaker. So you have the option to choose more than one person as your favorite speaker. If you feel everyone spoke well, you want to select everyone, please go ahead. Don't be stingy. Bring in all the appreciations we have for everyone. We'll give a quick 30 seconds more before we close the poll. We are at 73%. We are doing good. Once we cross 80%, yes, we did cross 80%. We can close the poll, Zoom moderator. Thank you so much. Thank you. And with this, let me now move on to the last section of this meeting, one of the most important sections of a Toastmaster meeting, where a general evaluator and a resplendent TAGL team and the team of evaluators, the resplendent evaluators, are going to take the stage and share their evaluations with us. I think I've used the word of the day so much that the grammarian has stopped giving me a thumbs up. Over to you, G, Toastmaster Khusbhu.
Thank you so much, TMOD, DTM Sourav Dutta. Well, now we begin, as you mentioned, the most important section of all, the general evaluation segment. For that, first, I would like to call in our evaluators for the day, who would be evaluating our prepared speakers. Without further ado, I would like to call upon the first evaluator for the day. He is a passionate coder, a fitness enthusiast, who also enjoys engaging in adventurous sports and traveling in style. He has been a part of Toastmasters for over 3 years, has achieved the Triple Crown Award 4 times, and has completed 2 pathways. In previous terms, he has held various officer positions within the club, including SA and VPL. Served as the president of the Morgan Stanley Bangalore Auditors Toastmasters Club in the last 2 terms. Currently serving as the area director of Area F3, and he is working as a senior manager at Morgan Stanley. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put your hands together for Sandeep Rao. Over to you, Sandeep.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Khusbhu. Toastmaster Samita Kar, a wonderful speech. For an IB, I know this was not your first IB, but it was a great speech. I came with expectation it's going to be just one of those okay kind of a speeches, but your speech blew my mind. You had incorporated 3 V's, that is voice, visual, and verbal. Your voice modulation was very good. You had good visual, hand gestures, your body language was apt, and your hold on the language was good. There were some places where you use certain words. I may not like, what is this word? Let me Google it later. So your vocabulary was so good. For your selection of the topic, Bulbul, first I thought, are you gonna explain about the movie Bulbul? Then when I heard his speech, I'm like, okay, no, this is different. Very good selection of the topic, because this is something which I feel any topic selection that has to put a curiosity in the mind of people. So you did fantastic work there. And your story building, it was in a one proper way. There was nowhere any haphazard, or it didn't disturb the flow. The flow was really good. Now let's come to certain improvements. No matter speech was good, there were some places of improvement. First off, you were in a room. I felt there was an echo. I don't know whether it is just me or others felt the same. When your voice note was high, it was echoing. That was disturbing, and we couldn't collect some words which you spoke. Second, you inculcated role play. Means you say, hey, that person told this. This is what my mother said. This is what my teacher told. When you were telling that, you could have added some lines in the role play. You could have added that role play. That would have made your speech even better. But overall, a resplendent speech. Thank you. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to be your evaluator. Over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Khusbhu.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sandeep. Moving on to the second evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Chetana. Chetana has over 15 plus years of experience in the education sector as a career strategist and a counselor. She is a certified career coach and DMIT expert who is passionate about helping people kickstart their careers with clarity and progress in their career development. She has mentored over 5,000 students over the course of her career, helping them to discover their abilities, interests, and career aspirations. All the very best, Chetana. Over to you.
Thank you, Khusbhu. Good morning, Toastmasters, and good morning, Reema. What a resplendent and inspiring story to hear about. See, often these unsung heroes don't even know the rationale behind the war they're fighting for. So one such story, it was personally for me, it was a really inspiring story, which I really enjoyed the entire speech of yours. So the things which I liked about you, Reema, is as soon as I saw the confidence in you, and the second is your voice. Like there are two places where you use your voice very beautifully. So what the when you ask the question to the audience, I think who is the Indian Birdman? When people audience answered, you were like so happy and excited voice. You told absolutely. See that too. That is, I think, one more place which you use the similar way. That was very excellent. And the third thing which I liked about your speech was the story narration. It was excellent story narration. See, coming to the structure of your speech, it was very well structured. You started with the very nice intro part of it, asking the question where you involve the audience, and where the transition from the first question to to your actual topic was very beautiful. You did it with ease in the intro part. So when it comes to the second part, that's the structure body part, like the story which you narrated when Salim Ali was 10 years old, and how that incident of killing a sparrow, and when he observed that sparrow with the yellow throat, this minute, detailed description, or the way you spoke about, was very good. So people, I mean, I was just listening to what happened next. So that was the thing which you imbibe, like when the audience are listening to that. So how that incident impacted Salim Ali's life, how that curiosity sprouted in him at that moment, and how that curiosity led him to move killing a bird to becoming an observer. So you put across very well through that story. So So coming to, I think, the last conclusion part, the message was also very clear and very strong, Reema, when you told that develop curiosity and be relentless. So the message was very powerful and very clear with when you were expressing that. And also you just gave a call to action also to the audience. Read the autobiography of the book. See, on a whole, I enjoyed entire the speech of yours. Coming to the purpose of the speech, you have completely met. The one thing which I would want you to, if you have to work on, is 2 or 3 places you felt shortage of words. You just got disconnected. Little more practice can help you out overcome that. So all the best for your next speeches, and thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Sorry, Chetna. Yes. All right, moving on. We already have heard Lakshmi, Toastmaster Lakshmi, evaluate the speech. So we will now move on to the 4th evaluator for the day. That is Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal, who would be evaluating our table topic master. His introduction goes like this. Karthik is working as a full stack developer in Travelopia and is a tech trainer. History and movie buff. He loves storytelling and listening to music. He always tries to be the best version of himself. All the very best, Karthik, to deliver the best evaluation for the day. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Table topic master, Upasana. Your table topic session was as resplendent as luxuriant forest in Amazon forest, as resplendent as small cherry on top of cake, and as resplendent as sand in the Sahara Desert. So coming to the main checkpoints of being a table topic master, I'll go one by one. So the first checkpoint of being a table topic master is to give an affirmative statement after each table topic speaker has done with their speech. And you beautifully affirmated all your speakers well related with their thoughts, and that shows your active listening skills. So your purpose of project is completely met as you give affirmative statements related to the thoughts of speakers. Now coming to the other aspects of being a table topic master, that is, after getting the stage from the Toastmaster of the day, table topic master is expected to say the importance of the table topics for the benefit of guests, and you did that. You give the importance of table topic masters. You let the guests know why it is important and why impromptu speech is important. Now coming to the part, telling the time. So you also spoke about the timing of table topics, which made aware to everyone what are the timing limits of table topics. Now coming to picking the speakers. So I would always recommend table topic speakers should be picked in a combination of a Toastmaster and guests, because it gives a good combination. I always pick a Toastmaster first because it gives a confidence for guests to go on with the topics, and you did that. You had really good pick of speakers, and the combination was really good, wherein you took one Toastmaster, one guest, one Toastmaster, one guest, and that really made everyone to get a chance to speak on the topics. And the next thing is the theme. And your topics were well related with the themes. And I did really enjoy the topics and also the take on topics from each speaker. So also kudos to that for coming up with topics related to the theme. Now coming to a few recommendations I have for you, and the recommendations are, so I recommend every table topic master, not only you. So after 5 table topics, it is always good to ask the Toastmaster of the day whether we can continue with the table topic session. Because today I think that we are a bit over time, and you could have asked the Toastmaster of the day that, can I go ahead with that? But Toastmaster of the day actually messaged in the chat saying that, yes, this would be the last topic because keeping interest of time. So I would recommend you to do next time to pick table topic as a table topic master. The other recommendation is, you spoke about the importance of table topics. You spoke about the importance of, you spoke the guidelines of time. It's also good to say that it's also good to inform guests that even guests are welcome to take the topics, because there might be guests who might be attending this meeting for the first time, and they might not be knowing that even they have a chance to attend. So that is one point. Another last point recommendation is always it is recommended to paste the topic on the chat so that the table topic speaker gets a clear understanding with all the words and the sentence of the topic, so that he can well relate to the topic and thoughts, because sometimes what we speak and what speaker understands might little bit change. So overall, a good table topic session, and your project purpose is really met. So back to you, Toastmaster of the day. Sorry, General Evaluator.
Yes. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Karthik. Moving on to our fourth evaluator for the day, Manusha. Manusha would be evaluating our TMOD. Manusha is a banker and likes to write books. While keeping the time constraint, his introduction has been very brief and concise. Over to you, Toastmaster Manusha.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator, Toastmaster Modi. Toastmaster Sourav, you were the best TMOD that I have ever seen. Now, no need of an explanation, of course. You are a distinguished Toastmaster, so I know that you are incapable of doing things greater than usual. So, Toastmaster Sourav, let me take you through the way how you handled your meeting today. Your vocal variety, your eye contact, your audience awareness, your interest to this speech, the organization, it was all on point. Now, if you counted, I said 8 things for you there. Now, let me move on. See, Toastmaster Sourav, what caught me was that now there is a saying that little things matters the most, right? So what caught me was that small thing which you did, your audio and your video check. Now you used the word of the day to do the audio check. Now that was something so creative, Toastmaster Sourav. And your standing ovation, I haven't ever experienced something like that in an online platform. I don't know whether you do it normally for an icebreaker speech, but this time it was my first time, and I felt like the speaker was really encouraged to do more and to be with you all more. And not to mention, and I have to mention this, the timing, the agenda, how you line things up according to the agenda, that was really precise and it was really pristine. And it was a very good job done, Toastmaster Sourav, as the TMOD, because you are expected to align with the agenda. And I have to mention this, after every speaker spoke, you gave a little summation as well as the way how you felt the speech to you, and you gave your personal experiences as well. Now when engaging with your audience, when Toastmaster Samita said that she was planning a trip to a certain destination, you quickly came up with your personal experience as well as a little bit of a knowledge about that particular place, which indeed proved the audience that you are indeed a wise person, and your personality itself, it reflected throughout the meeting. And the changes to the agenda. In the evaluation of Toastmaster Lakshmi, you really, in a better way, you asked for permission from General Evaluator, and you told the reason, you gave out the reason. And well, for me, what I felt like, even though it was a change to the agenda, it was like a smooth transition. So you know what I mean, a smooth transition is. So Toastmaster Sourav, that was a really great thing. Now, I know as the TMOD, you have to be a resplendent person, a good attire, a good face, and I really loved it. And everything throughout the meeting, you reflected your own character, that beautiful character of yours. Now, I guess I said so many good things for you, and now for your next meeting, to be a better TMOD, to take the next level up, Toastmaster Sourav, I recommend this. Now, I noticed you using the word "I don't know." Now, that, Toastmaster Sourav, what I felt like, the audience, they might have get a negative impact on you, because you do have a very good personality. You have to keep that going throughout. So here's what I recommend. Rather than saying, I don't know what she is doing, you can say, here's what I can tell you, which would be a positive point of view. So that would enhance your personality much more. So Toastmaster Sourav, all in all, it was one of the best meetings I've ever attended. And Toastmaster Sourav, it's an honor to evaluate yourself. And all in all, you just have to focus on that. Here's what I can tell you. That's it. And over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manusha. All right, moving on to our tag team's report. I would first like to invite the timer for the day, Sudharma, to give her timing report. Sudharma, over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Let me share my screen. Hope you can see my screen. Today, there were no disqualifications in prepared speeches and table topics, but we have 3 disqualifications in evaluation session. That is my report. I will share this in chat also. Or General Evaluator.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for that. Moving on to the R counter for the day, Chaitanya Prasad, Toastmaster Chaitanya, over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Allow me to share my screen in a minute. I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes.
So here's my report. There were so many speakers today, yet we did not touch the 100 limit, which is a good thing. And you guys made my job a lot easier. The favorite filler word used is "a," which was used mostly in the sentences, and after that it was "er." So this will be all from my side, General Evaluator. Over to you.
Right. Thank you, Toastmaster Chaitanya. Moving on to the grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Dhwani.
Yes.
Please send your report to us. Over to you.
Yes. Can you check my screen? It's visible?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, perfect. So I will be taking some time. Please pardon me for that. So word of the day was resplendent, and I must say that there are like 7 people using the word of the day, and all thanks to majorly all thanks to our Toastmaster of the day for using the word repeatedly, that after 15 I just couldn't count that how many times did you speak. So thank you so much, and can we have a round of applause for all these people who use the word of the day? Perfect. So with that, let's move on to certain good usages in the meeting. For number 1, Yule, yearnings for learnings, steal the thunder from the grammarian, thrilled, quintessential, ceaseless, shatter, symphony of voice, ruffle a few feathers, and relentless, venture out of comfort zone, nostalgic, hustling, and bustling. These were certain usages that I could cater to for today's meeting. Certain rhetorical devices that we all used in the meeting today was number 1, rhetorical question, which means answer not required. Samita and Shivani used rhetorical question. Samita ji as, will a bulbul ever get asked such a question? Then why me? And how I have solved my problems was by Shivani. Anaphora is the repetition of a word or phrase at the beginning of a successive clause. And Nancy and DTM Sourav used it like this. I learned tabular platform. I have learned critical thinking. I have learned. So, and DTM Sourav used it, the yearnings from Durga Puja, the yearnings from Diwali, the yearnings for Christmas. Epithet is descriptive name, which goes like this: Fortune 500 companies, Target or JC Penney, talkative child, the Birdman of India, Dr. Salim Ali. Quote or proverb was also used today. It is an expression. So we used little things matter the most by Manusha, and we lead our mind in two ways, either a fixed mindset or a growth mindset, which was used by Shivani. Hyperphora is a question and then you give out the answer immediately. For example, why are we so excited today? Because we have got a couple of announcements that was used by Nancy. Why did it become an informative purpose for me? Because and then Lakshmi started speaking. So she gave out the answer as well. Does it come to your mind? No. Reema again answered the question to this. Rule of 3, repeating a word thrice or similar words. Learn, unlearn, relearn, cut, polished, and become an ornament, which was used by Samita ji and Nancy. Metaphor, analog, similes is nothing but comparison. From being a shy person to being winner of a debate competition, from not being able to speak to becoming a confident speaker. That is an analog which was used by Samita. Certain recommendations for the meetings: something or the other things. Instead of that, we say something or the other. Everyone crowded up, or you can also say, just saying this, you can say everyone crammed up using a better word. He used to kill birds, or we can say that he used to extinguish birds instead of kill birds. Now, I have gone into college. Instead of that, you can also say, I have entered college. We had to speak very sweet things about each other. How about use a word called as flatter over here? So we had to flatter each other. I don't know if anyone has seen this movie. Instead of I don't know, use I am not sure. You fell shortage of words is an incorrect usage. You fell short of words. And one pronunciation that I could see was legacy was pronounced as legacy. So it's pronounced as legacy. Legacy. That's from my end. Thank you so much. And back to you, G.
You're speaking on mute.
Yes. Thank you so much, Grammarian, for the day. Toastmaster Dhwani for that detailed, elaborative report. Loved it. Before we proceed to the next TAGL player, I wanted to confirm if everybody here has voted for the best evaluator, because there was a poll that was launched to vote for the best evaluator. Just show me a quick thumbs up if you voted for the evaluator. Super. Okay. So now we move on to the last TAGL team player, which is the listener, and that is Nancy Goel. Over to you.
Thank you, GE. Well, I'm back to check whether you are attentively listening to the meeting today or not. How am I going to do that? I'll be throwing a question to you. Not all of you will be answering. I'll just pick one person for now. You will be answering the question or pass on the question to someone else. So either you know the answer or pass it on by taking a name. Let's start with Toastmaster Shivani.
Yeah.
Your question is, what caused depression to DTM Sourav for almost a week? Quickly, either you know the answer or you pass it on.
I'll pass it on.
To who?
Sudharma.
Sudharma. What caused depression to DTM Sourav for almost a week?
I will pass it to Toastmaster Samita.
Okay, Toastmaster Samita.
On the staircase, he accidentally had killed a sparrow.
That's absolutely right. Who would you nominate next?
Karthik.
Karthik, where is Samita planning to go this season?
Sundarbans forest.
Who are you nominating next?
I would nominate Upasana.
Upasana. What is hometown of Toastmaster Ritvik Raj, as mentioned by him?
Patna.
That's correct. Nominate next.
Arsh. Guest
Arsh. Guest
Yes.
Arsh. Which snacks did Shivani, Toastmaster Shivani, talk about in her TT speech?
Which snacks?
Yes,
Tilkut, I guess, from Maharashtra.
that's what you talked about, but she talked about something else. Nominate someone else for this. That's a wrong answer.
Okay, let me check the names. Ritvik Raj.
Okay, Ritvik. Which snacks did Shivani talk about in her TT speech?
I will pass it to
Quickly.
Devyani.
Devyani.
Even I'm unaware of this. I'll pass it to Toastmaster Karthik. He's eagerly waving his hand for so long.
Yeah, it's Chakli. One I remember.
Chakli and Karanji. That's the right answer. Okay, nominate next one quickly.
I would nominate DTM Sourav.
Okay, DDM Sourav, what is Saju yearning for?
For the wedding that's happening in Kerala, that she's going something purple. That part I couldn't hear because
Purple sari, purple shades of sari, destination wedding in Kerala. That's correct. Next nomination.
Next nomination I can put Khusbhu.
Khusbhu. Name two famous personalities Toastmaster Shivani talked about in her speech.
I think I'll nominate, Samita.
Okay, Samita. Name two famous personalities Toastmaster Shivani talked about in her speech.
No, I'll also nominate because I also can't remember. Sudharma.
Okay, Sudharma.
Toastmaster Karthik.
You've got some people who haven't been nominated yet. Shall I
Reema.
nominate Reema?
Yeah.
Toastmaster Reema? Unmute, please.
Okay. It was Sachin Tendulkar, Mark Zuckerberg, and one more, I forgot.
I asked for two, you answered two. Okay, I'll pause it here in the paucity of time. And as the listener for today, I noticed that some of you were still a little attentive while rest of you were just nominating others, passing on the questions to other people, which shouldn't be the practice. So in my report, I would say we need to be more attentive to learn more. That's my report for from listeners' standpoint, handing it over back to Toastmaster Khusbhu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nancy. Noted, I will be vigilant and attentive from here on for all Toastmasters meetings. Yes. Okay, we are done with all the tag team players. Now we move to my report. Before I start giving my overall view of the meeting, can I ask DTM Sourav, how much time do I actually have?
We are slightly over time, so we'll take an extension. Nancy, can you please propose an extension?
Yes.
We'll extend it by 15 minutes, the meeting. So you can take around 5 minutes, G.
Okay, perfect. All right, I have made a lot of notes, but I will try to keep it as succinct and precise as I can. I feel the meeting began well on time. I was the last one to join in. 10 a.m. I joined the meeting and the meeting started. So congratulations on being punctual, on starting the meeting on time. Toastmaster Chaitanya, you were very precise and concise in explaining your the STAR role and the responsibilities as well. The guidelines were very clear. I had a feedback for you that you could have started with your own story or probably had an activity, but now I would take it back. Good you did not, and good you directly went into, the guidelines. Moving on, the second player was the PO address, which was given by Toastmaster Nancy. Nancy, you woke me up with your good morning. The moment you said good morning, Gabbys, I literally woke up. You definitely set a great tone for the entire meeting. I was certainly envious seeing all of those pictures of you guys meeting in person. So great job walking us through the website. I loved your PO address. I felt you induced dopamine in me, and I felt it was effective and a great start to the meeting. All right, moving on to the Toastmaster of the day, DTM Sourav Dutta. If I could have you on camera, that'd be great. Thank you, Sourav. Yes. So you set the tone for today's meeting by introducing the theme and introducing and incorporating it seamlessly in the entire meeting. You had cohesive transitions. You began by asking questions about YULETIDE or yearnings, which I personally knew nothing about. So you enlightened me with the subject. You also spotted guest Harsh, and you had an introduction with him. My only point of feedback here is when you started speaking to Harsh, when he started speaking, I couldn't see Harsh. So I literally had to look for him. So next time, if you introduce a guest, if you could highlight the guest, or if you could make sure that the guest is highlighted, then the audience member will also be able to identify the guest. I loved how you acknowledged and encouraged all speakers to speak throughout the meeting and added a personal touch by talking about your own stories and how the speech resonated with you. Loved how you accommodated Lakshmi. You helped me by introducing her as well. The transition was seamless. I would say this was not a Toastmaster of the Day session, but this was a Toastmaster of the Day masterclass by you. You checked all the boxes and you presented your speech and everything about the topic with great flair and proficiency. Yulitude means merriment and warmth. Toastmaster of the Day, Sourav, I certainly will feel warm and merry throughout the day. You made all our days, I think, resplendent, just like 1, 2, 3. So thank you so much for doing that. I had a splendid time listening to you. Perfect. Moving on to table topic master Upasana. I would appreciate if she could also get on camera. Toastmaster Upasana, thank you so much. Yes. I loved how the topics that you picked were inclusive and very well connected to the overall theme. I love the topics that you chose. They were very easy again. You were also very inclusive as you invited the different kinds of speakers, all speakers basically, and even the guest. The only feedback that I have for you is if you could adjust your camera positioning to keep your hands visible, that will give us, the audience, a better viewing experience. And the second part that I personally felt was I loved how you spoke about in a line or two that how you resonated with the speaker. I would love to get a constructive feedback from you on, highlighting the strengths of the speaker or suggesting what can be improved similarly in a line or two. That would be my feedback for you. But overall, this was a fun meeting and you actually helped a lot, put in a lot of efforts in making the table topic session engaging and giving us all an enriching experience. Thank you so much. All right. Moving on to our evaluators for the day. I don't see evaluator Lakshmi here, but I loved how Lakshmi presented her evaluation. The only feedback I have for Lakshmi is she began by asking questions to the speaker. I felt that asking rhetorical questions is always better as it doesn't put the speaker on spot. Again, this is something in my opinion. Also, I felt that talking about practice, it's better to talk about the benefits of practice, like say how the speaker can be more confident or passionate while speaking if the speaker practices more, and then incorporate a feedback like that. So that is my point of recommendation for evaluator Lakshmi. Moving on to the first evaluator now, Toastmaster Sandeep. I don't see him in this room, but I like the way he gave good recommendations. His recommendations were based on delivery. I would love him to challenge himself by giving us feedback, giving the speaker the feedback, which is content-based as well. That is my recommendation for him. All right, moving on to Evaluator 2, Toastmaster Chetana. Chetana, yes, you are in the room. Great. So Chetana, thank you. I loved how you gave your own perspective and spoke from your own perspective, that this is what I like, this is what I did not like. Again, very elaborative recommendations and commendations. I would like you to challenge yourself by using bullets. So you can bulletproof your entire evaluations by giving us bullets. Tell us the commendations 1, 2, 3, and then have a smooth transition to the recommendations so that I remember it and even the speaker retains this for long. Thank you. All right, moving on, we have Toastmaster Karthik. Karthik is not in the room. Okay, but Karthik identified the objective, and I liked how he demonstrated what the speaker did well by achieving it. Toastmaster Manusha, yes. Yes, Toastmaster Manusha, I liked how elaborative you were. You gave 8 commendations. I think 8 was also not enough for our TMOD, but you did a great job doing that. The only recommendation I have for you is to be a little vigilant of the time, because I think you went a little over the time that was, dedicated to you. But great job. Thank you so much. All right. Now we have the timers report, which was presented by Sudharma. At the meetings that I have attended, we have a very different format of presenting the timer report. So we actually give a detailed timer report for each speaker, meaning after the prepared speakers round, we say that speaker 1 took so much time, speaker 2, speaker 3, so on and so forth. So that when it comes to the poll, we actually disqualify the speakers on account of time. If they've exceeded the time, or if they've not taken the time that's designated to them, then we disqualify them from the poll. So again, this is something for the club to, I don't know what the standard practice is. I liked how you were succinct and clear in presenting your report, but this is something for the club to, take a call on. Yeah. So thank you. All right, moving on, we have the R counter Chaitanya. Again, the report that was presented was, it was like a generic overview. We usually, again, give a very detailed report for the R counter as well, talking about, so what we do is at my club is we actually appreciate and acknowledge the flawless speakers. So the ones who have used 0 R's or ums, we kind of cherish them and invite them on the stage, and we kind of give them a huge round of applause, appreciating their flawlessness. Again, time was a constraint, so I understand that you couldn't get into a detailed report like this, but I would have appreciated at least some form of acknowledgement or appreciation for the ones who did not use any or ums in their speech. All right. Next up is the grammarian. I'm not sure she's in the room. Again, not in the room. Okay. But I love the infographics and the graphical representation. She was very prompt in doing that. I love the word of the day, the choice of it. It was used by almost everybody that took any stage time. So great job. Listener Nancy, of course, I loved how you asked people to nominate others. You turned this particular session into a fun and interactive game. Even if people didn't know the answer, at least they had a smile and they were like, no, I'll nominate someone else. So I loved that idea, absolutely. And that was spectacularly done. For the overall meeting, I would say, sorry, yeah. Yes. So the overall meeting, I would say the meeting started bang on time. Great job there. I felt it was very well managed. The speakers were supposed to be highlighted. I saw them highlighted. No one was unmuted by accident. This happens a lot at online meetings. This was amazing. The first online meeting that I've witnessed when no one was accidentally unmuted and said something really gibberish. So great job, guys. 2 real quick point of feedback. Number 1 is Okay, number one, I already mentioned about the timer, giving a detailed timer report after every segment, so that you can incorporate the disqualifications in your polls. All right, sorry, just one more. Yeah, I think once there was something that was shared accidentally. Again, that was an accident, but that was okay. I feel, yeah. And the last point of feedback, again, if everybody here in the meeting is vigilant of the time that they take, bearing the time constraints in mind, then the meeting will not overtime. But I absolutely had a splendid, resplendent day, and I will have a resplendent week. Thanks to Gabbys. Thank you so much for having me a part of it. With that, I conclude my general evaluation report. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, TTM Sourav.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Khusbhu Modi. Thank you so much for taking time out and evaluating our meeting. Before we will be now, we are at the very end of this meeting. Before we adjourn the meeting and hand over to the PO for doing the same, I would request the Zoom moderator to please launch the polls for the best auxiliary role taker and the best role taker. Wishing everyone a happy holidays. Keep your earnings alive. That's what makes it more fun. Keep the anticipation going. Anticipation for festivities and celebration is better than the actual celebration, is what my experience is. And with this, I hand over the stage back to our presiding officer, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. May we have a huge round of applause for all the rule takers who have spoken today, who have taken up the stage today, and yes, from whom we learned a lot today. All right, the polls are already out. Let's quickly vote. TAGL team is over. I'm quickly launching the main rule taker polls. Before I announce the poll results, let's hear it from our members and guests. How was today's meeting? A quick 30-second feedback. May I request Toastmaster Shivani to share her feedback for today's meeting?
Hello.
Yes, Shivani, we can hear you.
I don't really have a feedback. I would like to say that this was very, very well organized, and yeah, I was surprised to see a Zoom meeting that very well organized. Everyone stayed on time. It started on time, and which rarely happens in a lot of Toastmasters clubs. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shivani. We would love to have you here in our upcoming meetings as well. Please do visit us again. Let's hear it from, I saw Manusha, Toastmaster Manusha. Are you with us? Yes,
Yes,
your feedback.
of course. It was one of the best meetings I've ever attended, actually, I have to say. And well, I was honored to actually evaluate Toastmaster Sourav, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav. I try to keep it very short. I wrote so many things, but I tried to keep it very short, but failed it. I had to take 5 minutes. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and hoping to join with you once again.
Sure, it's lovely to have you in our meetings. I've seen you in our many other meetings on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and now on Saturdays as well. Please do visit as and when you find time. With this, I would like to announce that we meet thrice a week on Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. IST, on Thursdays, 7 p.m. IST, which is GMT plus 5:30, and on Saturdays at 10 a.m. With this, let's hear it about the poll results. I know you're eagerly waiting for the same. We will not have any polls for best speaker for the meeting today, because we had one icebreaker speech, and whenever there's a pathbreaker or icebreaker, it's more of respect to the speaker for taking up the stage for first time or being there on the stage, sharing the journey. It's more of a reflection. We don't have polls for best speaker on that day. Announcing the results for best table topics speaker. Starting with best table topic speaker for today's meeting, it goes to Toastmaster Samita Kar. Congratulations, Toastmaster Samita. We have got 7 speakers taking up stage, and you delivered the best TT speech. Thank you. Next one is best evaluator. We had 5 evaluators today, out of which 3 went over time, so got disqualified because of the same. And the polls were for 2 speakers, 2 evaluators, and both the evaluators have got equal votes. It's a tie between Toastmaster Sandeep and Toastmaster Chetana. Congratulations to both of you. Next one is for TAGL team. For TAGL team, okay, the best TAGL team, best auxiliary role taker goes to yours truly, and for main role taker, that was a tough one. We had our Toastmaster of the Day, Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta, TTM, Upsana Gosh attempting a project, and General Evaluator, Division Champion going to District, Khusbhu Gupta. In such a tough choice, I can already see Sourav Dutta waiting to hear these results. And the best main role taker goes to Toastmaster of the Day, Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. So here you go. I announce your name. TTM Sourav, congratulations. With this, I adjourn meeting number 162 of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining our meeting today. I'll see you on Tuesday, 7:30 here, IST.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Bye.